Fourth race of the season, the Grand Prix of Turkey. What is the feeling of Scuderia Ferrari Marlboro now?
Well, the feeling is to get better, you know. For sure is to improve the car. So we're working very, very hard in these 3 weeks from one race to the other one to have a step forward and to try to make the better result at the end of the race compared to our first 3 races. So that's our feeling, and we're working very, very hard to get better and better race by race, and even to improve the car better than the other teams, which we have a lot of good teams around as well.
Will there be any update on the car for this race?
Yeah, we have some updates. For sure, we're working very, very hard, as I said, from China to Turkey. We have, I hope we can do a big step forward. The others are working very, very hard as well, but I hope we can do a step bigger than the others, and we can be even more strong qualifying and also in the race. And not just about this race, but also working hard to bring other new pieces to the other races and make this car growing quick, because it's what we need as well.
3 wins, 3 pole position in the Turkish Grand Prix. Why this circuit is so special for you?
Well, first of all, it's a real circuit, so it's very special. Great corners, quick corners, a lot of nice change of directions, some technical parts on the track that is slow, difficult. That makes the track special, especially for what I like. It's one of the tracks I like most, and also, you know, it's so special. I mean, go there and win 3 times. It was my first victory in 2006, and for sure your first victory is one of the most important, you know, because you started, you know, your nice career, you know, having your first victory. But also the 3rd time I won there in a row, it was very, very special as well. So it's a place I really enjoy to go to race, and I hope we don't stop on 3 wins. I hope we have more, and we fight for this weekend.
Drivers talk a lot about turn 8. Can you describe this corner and why it's so special?
Well, it's a very quick corner. So you have 4 corners in one, you know, very, very high lateral G-force is the highest in Formula 1 we have in this corner. And to make this corner perfectly is not very easy, because I mean you have almost you know, full throttle. You back off a little bit especially in the first part of the corner. You have some bumps in the middle, which is easy to lose the car. So that's, to make the corner perfectly is very difficult, and this makes the corner very special.
First part of the season, what is the balance on the engine side?
From the engine point of view, we can be relatively happy about the results so far. We hadn't major issues on reliability point of view. In terms of performance, we could bring some improvement to the car in the framework of the regulation, but of course we would like to improve a lot on this, so we are working to be able to give a better contribution to the car performance.
Especially on the fuel consumption, what you can say about it?
Fuel consumption remains a very important item on car performance, so we have worked long during the winter to improve further the good job we did last year with our partner Shell, and we are thinking to bring some improvement during the season as well to improve efficiency of the engine.
And what about KERS?
KERS so far has been an important contribution to the car performance. Ferrari had already some experience during 2009, so this was a benefit for us during this season. We improved our system, and so far it has given its contribution without major reliability issues. We are planning some minor development during the season as well.
How much important is the role of the customer teams?
Customer teams are very important for the development of the engine performance. You can consider that we have no chance to do testing during the season. So if the engine and the KERS can run in 3 cars rather than 1, we can increase a lot the data where we can develop reliability and performance. So this is a very important contribution to our activity, and this is also allow us to increase the number of possibility to understand issues during the season.
There is a lot of talk about the aerodynamic role of the exhaust. What are the consequences on the engine side?
Exhausts are one of the few parts of the engine that are still allowed to be modified. We would like to modify exhausts just for engine performance, but with the current Formula One regulation, it seems that exhaust gases can help aerodynamic to be better. So in Ferrari we are working in strict contact with our aerodynamic people, and we are trying to develop engine mapping in order to improve the aerodynamic efficiency in some part of the lap.
2013 is getting closer with this big impact on the engine layout. Where is Ferrari on this project?
2013 is getting really closer probably too much. In 2013 the regulation is a big change. I would say it's a revolution because it's a completely different concept of powertrain that in some part is extremely interesting. On some other probably we need some further discussion to detail in a better way. Anyway, Ferrari is working to be ready in 2013. We still are struggling a little bit because the chassis regulation is not defined yet, and as you know in Formula One, an engine and a chassis have to be designed and developed together. So this is the missing input we have at the moment, but we are working. So far we are mostly concentrated on research, basic research to understand the implication of the new regulation on the engine.